One of the biggest disasters facing India's environment, the beautiful beaches of India are dying. (7,500 kilometers of coastline and amongst the most endangered. Already nearly 1,400 kilometers is affected by erosion and the rest is being battered by us in our race for development. The rate at which we are going, 20 years from now, our next generation won't get to see any beaches in India.
We all love spending a day out on the beach. However, beaches are not just spots of fun and beauty. A beach has so many functions. It preserves our entire ecosystem. It protects us from disasters like cyclones and tsunamis. It prevents the salinity of the seawater from getting into the groundwater inland.
And nowhere is the problem of seawater getting inland more evident than Danti in Gujarat, which we especially visited on a rainy day to witness firsthand the seawaters eroding Danti's coastline at an alarming rate.
पूरा गांव था दाटी मोटी दाटी, उसमें 70% जो डिस्ट्रॉय हो गया है। और हर वक्त हाई टाइड, जब मानसून में हाई टाइडल होता है ना, तो यहाँ पे पानी का फोर्स बहुत बढ़ जाता है, जिसकी वजह से जो घर होते हैं जो सबके पूर्ण डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाते हैं।
पूरा 2 किलोमीटर से कितना बरस से धोके डेली थोड़ा इतना पट्टा बच गया है। और थोड़ा बहुत गाँव का आदमी लोग बलसा चला गया, बिल्लीमोरा चला गया, डूंगरी चला गया, ऐसा कम हो जा रहा है। एक आदमी को एक घर बनाने के लिए 3-3, 4-4 दफे तोड़ के वापस बनाना पड़ा।
Govind Bhai Tande's house in Moti Danti is the first house next to the sea. This is the 5th time that he has had to build a house. No one here has permanent brick homes as they have to retreat further back every year.
पहला हमारा गांव 2 किलोमीटर दूर था, दरिया से 2 किलोमीटर। दरिया घुस के इधर 2 किलोमीटर अंदर आ गया। मेरी जान में मेरा घर 5 बन गया अभी। हर साल 20-25 फुट अंदर आता है।
Here in this sleepy fishing village of Danti on the south coast of Gujarat, the sea has come in nearly by 3 kilometers. More than half the residents have left the place. The few who remain holed up in one corner have a flimsy seawall for protection.
One of the main reasons why people like Govind Bhai can't have permanent homes is because of illegal sand mining. People are stealing sand to fuel an ever-increasing demand for sand to build homes for people like us in the big cities.
The fast erosion is due to the sand mining. This is the report of central government, report of Gujarat government. Now it is on the table. So now there is no hidden. This is a true fact. The sand mining has changed the total morphology and hydrology, geology and environment of South Gujarat, particularly of coastal Gujarat. From last 15 to 20 years, there is no environmental impact assessment has done. There is no environmental clearance. Daily, 1,000 to 2,000 trucks are lifted illegally and legally. This is for sand and clay and stone. That is different. That will become more and more. That will be.
Sand smuggling is most rampant in states like Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. But Gujarat has become the hub of illegal sand mining. The demand for sand construction in cities is unavoidable. However, due to the greed of illegal miners, the problem has become worse than it needs to be.
This is the mafias are there. This is the involvement of mafia and there is a protection. The mining lobby is totally protected by administrative lobby, administrative mafia and political mafia. Without this is not happening. 1956, there is a law, but there is a rampant violation of each and every law, environmental law, protection law, air law, water law, every law there is a rampant violation and it's going on illegally everywhere in South Gujarat. And the rampant loot of minor minerals and the theft of royalty, it is the biggest ever scam of South Gujarat since independence.
The Ministry of Environment and Forests seems to be waking up to the magnitude of the problem. This year, in March 2010, it released the Minor Minerals Report, which has exposed the adverse impact of mining of minor minerals on the coastlines and the rivers. On the basis of this report, the Gujarat government has banned interstate transportation of minor minerals like sand, clay and stone, which will adversely affect illegal sand mining.
Near Danti lies Ankleshwar, which falls in the famous Golden Chemical Corridor, which is one of the most industrialized areas of the country. An area which is also characterized by toxic pollution and industrialization.
In Ankleshwar, the fish have died because of the chemical effluents dumped by chemical factories into the sea. Industrial pollution is killing the sea, affecting the livelihood of thousands of fishermen.
दरिया का मुहाना है जहाँ से ये मच्छी आती है, ये चौमासी की सीज़न में जो मच्छी आती है वहीं केमिकल की गंद की वजह से वो मच्छी इधर नहीं आती। इस वजह से यहाँ पे हमको मछली का बिजनेस में कोई मुनाफा नहीं है, बल्कि खोट जाती है, साल बे साल खोट जाती है। हर आदमी मतलब में जो ये मच्छी के धंधे पे जी रहा था, आज भूखे मरने जैसी उसकी नौबत आ गई, पूरा कर्जे में डूब गया।
The industrial area in Ankleshwar is a famous industrial zone of the Gujarat Industrial Development Corporation. It has industries ranging from dyes, dyes intermediate, pesticide, pharmaceuticals and other highly toxic chemical industries.
Government has declared this region as PCPIR, a petrochemical and petroleum investment region, and more companies are coming, and they have also planned to dispose their treated effluent or effluent into this estuarine zone of Narmada.
The common effluent treatment plant was set up in 2007 to make the drains in Ankleshwar effluent free. The Gujarat Industrial Development Corporation collects effluents from individual industries in Ankleshwar and takes them to the treatment plant. However, the ground reality is something else. Often, the effluents are directly released by these dye and chemical factories into the drains, which end up reaching the sea.
What you see behind me is the drain carrying the effluents from the industries into the sea. The stench is overpowering.
The industry, as expected, is in denial mode and feels they are doing nothing wrong.
We formed a company with support of the government of Gujarat, Bharuch Eco Aqua Infrastructure Limited. All the chemical industries treated effluent is being transferred to BALE. BALE is again doing the primary treatment. That the inlet norm of BALE is 1000 COD. BALE after primary treatment is with 500 COD is transferring to sea with meeting with the norms of MOEF Delhi.
Recently, the central government has put a hold on any new industries coming up in this area and expansion of the existing ones, defining this area as the most critically polluted area.
While the government ban looks at the future and the industry makes cosmetic changes, nobody is thinking about the present toxic reality the people of Ankleshwar have to face on a daily basis.
हमारे जो पानी के बोर हैं आज भी कलर वाले हुए और आज भी स्मेल वाले आ रहे हैं और आगे जाके ये पानी तो नदी और सी को ख़त्म ही कर रहा है।
अगर ज़्यादा बारिश हुआ तो बाढ़ आएगी तो ये पानी पूरे एरिया में फैलेगा और ये केमिकल हर घर में, हर ज़मीन के अंदर जाएगा, हर ज़मीन खराब होगी, हर घर पर।
Time for a break now. After the break, we travel up north to one of India's worst coastal hotspots to find out how big ports are ruining the coastline. Keep watching.